In Shanghai, catering businesses are recovering from the impact of the pandemic as cases are mostly limited to individuals arriving from overseas. Some restaurants have reopened after shifting their marketing strategies and business modes. Reporter Zhang Yue visits a modern Cantonese restaurant on the Bund and shares some of its secrets, inspired by both ancient and contemporary China.
Today I'm taking you to Hakkasan on the Bund. The first Hakkasan opened in London in 2001, and there are 12 locations across the world. From New York City to Dubai, it is known for its modern Cantonese cuisine. Housed in Bund 18, the Shanghai location opened in 2014 and is the 12th Hakkasan in the world. It's noted for its fine wine list in the Michelin Guide. Well, the food here is pricey, averaging 1,000 yuan per person. So let's find out what Hakkasan doing to impress some of the world's pickiest food critics. Managing Director Walter Zehner told me that the Boston lobster with curry tofu pudding is a signature dish that was specially created for the Hakkasan's 20th anniversary menu. The chef steams house-made tofu, stir-fried the lobster meat, which is called baochao in Cantonese cuisine, garnished with curry sauce and curry leaves for a South Asian touch.
The curry sauce is more a modern approach. It came from our signature dish of the curry prawns, but we added on the homemade tofu.
And of course, how could a Cantonese restaurant call itself Cantonese without some dim sum?
This platter gives a good choice of different dim sum.
I really like this one because it looks like a lucky bag.
This is a beautiful
Thank you so much.
dim sum. Australian Wagyu beef on the top, and inside some abalone and black garlic.
I'm from Guangdong province, so I grew up eating a lot of Cantonese food. I can taste the dim sum here, gets a little modern twist, but it is still very authentic. So what makes Hakkasan Shanghai different than, say, the one in New York City, Las Vegas, or Mumbai?
It's the experience, of course, to coming down to the Bund, adds on like a special evening, a special lunch, you're coming down here. So it's the location, the view, and then also what we're creating here with the ambience and the offering of the food.
Zehner said another Hakkasan signature is crispy Peking duck with caviar. Sounds luxurious, right? Even though this dish alone costs 1,000 yuan, it is a top seller.
Starts with the duck, the way you're marinating it, very flavorsome, little sweet, but not too sweet, crispy duck skin on top of a small pancake, very fluffy, and then topped with black caviar, which gives that extra touch to it.
Crispy duck is not thick because usually it is, so it isn't very heavy on the stomach. The restaurant was closed temporarily last year due to the pandemic. Have you changed your marketing strategy and business model?
We had to switch more to the local markets. We added on more private rooms, and we added on more live seafood, like these live lobsters and more live seafood dishes to cater the local market which coming up.
You have also changed your menu a little bit?
We added on some more local inspired dishes with the locals, with fresh seafood, live seafood especially.
As for the cocktail list, the restaurant is incorporating Chinese liquors like baijiu and huangjiu. The subdued lighting and sleek furniture fuse modern design aesthetics with Chinese elements, such as the aroma of jasmine wafting in the air. The restaurant invites musicians and DJs to perform Chinese and Japanese songs at night to add an oriental vibe. I'd give the dishes I just sampled 4 out of 5 stars. 2 tiny drawbacks are the tight space between each table and the dim lighting makes taking pictures a little tougher, but everything else is just great. The ambience is romantic, the service is foreigner-friendly, and the beverage is perfect. And most importantly, who would want to miss this amazing night view of the dreamy Huangpu River? 张悦 ICS for CGTN Shanghai.